Okay, we got our little Raspberry Pi 5 kit, y'all. User manual. Looks like a little heat sink here, case for it, and then a little screwdriver and everything. We've got our own, but it's nice that it does come with one. You know, can't beat that. What are you doing, bro? This is our Pi kit. Got charger, USB-C. Got our cables for display. What looks like, a little micro SD card reader. That's kind of pog. As well as our micro SD 64 gig, heatsink, and our little user manual as well. I've never built one. Never ever built one. They seem pretty plug and play, right? And they already give me a micro HDMI to full sized. Your SD card doesn't have the Raspberry Pi OS operating system on it yet. Or if you want to reset your Raspberry Pi, easily install. So we need to get everything installed, which, I think I'm just gonna go for the Pi OS. Look at that, Raspberry Pi 5 8 gig, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It literally is just already set. That's so funny. Wow. Okay, got a little manual, but everything looks pretty plug and play. USB-C, but I do know that there's a heat sink, and I assume we're gonna put it on. Thermal pads, I would assume. Some thermal conductivity. Let's see where these thermal pads line up. Like I said, I've never done this before, but I really like the idea of using Pi-hole and blocking all of the ads on our network. And I think that is a cool use of it. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Build like a Plex media server, a couple other things. So that'll be fun. But it's got full micro HDMI to full HDMI cable included in the kit, mind you. So chat, are these the CPUs? No, those are beans. Shit, okay. I can't read. All right, after you put your thermal pads on, we're obviously going to be taking off these little tiny pieces. And discard at your own will, don't eat. Not good. Okay. And we're gonna take our little CPU fan here, and we're gonna spin her around. Stick her on. Okay, we're good. And we're gonna line up our holes. So holes you're looking for are here, and one right upside here. Give it a nice little squish, make sure you're good and set. But we're also going to give it some extra stability by putting our little pieces on here. Shit. Gonna go ahead and push that through. Really building your own PC, literally. And we're gonna give it a little bit of pressure. Not too much to break anything. And give it a little nice gentle push. Boom. Right through. You can see our little pieces sticking out, our little nubbins. And that's that put on. Then next, we've got our little connector here. We are going to line it up. You can see it's notched. Notched Minecraft. Boom. So, you have to take off the little cover here, chat. And now we're going to grab our connector and set it up and gently push it in, but very snugly. Give it some good pressure. Boom. That is in. Tuck our little cable. And that is our base done. So there's that. Makes it super easy. We've got our display ports, our power, USB, and internet. So from here, we are going to go ahead and put it inside of its case. And we're going to grab our case screws here. We'll put it on the bottom first. That way we can, screw it in. Get your little itty tiny baby screws. Doom, doom. Grab our piece here. It's gonna snap on. Super easy like. You're going to snap on our top. We are going to take our micro SD out here and we are going to put it in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and put our little micro SD card in here, and then we're going to install an OS. Okay, and just doing a quick Google search, we're going to go ahead and go to Raspberry Pi OS. Download for Windows or Mac, depending on what you have. Go ahead and save it to your downloads and open that up. We're setting up in English. Next, we accept. And Raspberry Pi will install to the following folder using USB drive. Next, next. And we're gonna let that run. Let it do its thing, for real. And choose OS. We'll just use Raspberry Pi OS. With desktop. So we're gonna go ahead and choose that. Raspberry Pi device, we're using Raspberry Pi 5. Choosing our OS, and choosing our storage right here. Next, and we are going to let this write. All right, now we can remove our SD card from the reader. Now, we can go ahead and boot it up and get it started. And we're just gonna name this thing Breadman. Go ahead and get our Wi-Fi. And so we're gonna use Chromium just because that's what we're used to. And then we're gonna tick here to uninstall the unused one, that we don't have both, right? We're gonna do this because we want everything to kind of just be up to date and make this a lot easier on us. So we're gonna hit next. So we're gonna check for updates. System is up to date. We're just gonna go ahead and click OK. And we are going to restart, of course. What is this wallpaper? What is this auto wallpaper? We're gonna go up to our little web browser icon and open up the web. For this video's purposes, we're gonna go to Pi-hole. After that, we're gonna go to install Pi-hole, and we're gonna go ahead and open up our terminal. And we've already copied it from the web page, so we're just gonna hit Control V, paste, hit enter, and there we go. Now that all this is set up, I kind of just want to test it, to be honest. So say if I just load up like Wordle, and we can see that it literally just locked it completely. We'll just go to the New York Times. And these are all from them. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna like change everything. This is crazy. Cool Math Games. That's a throwback. This looks like an ad, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, it's not. It's just their website. This looks like beautiful, chat. Holy shit. No ads on Cool Math Games? Count me in, bro. I'm going to numbers. Just a moment while your game loads. No ads are actually popping up on my screen right now. They're just pondering their order, bro. Look, it's just saying this would normally be playing an ad, essentially. That is sick. BuzzFeed, right? BuzzFeed is like full. And these are all just theirs. These are all just theirs. Look at, you can see where the ads are supposed to be.